Linda Arsenault, thank you for joining us today at Filling in the Gap. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Troy? Nice to see you.
Always good to see you. So, why don't we just get into it? Let's start with a bit about your background and how this role with Invest Barbados came to be.
Sure. Thanks for asking. I have been in foreign direct investment, not aging myself here, but over 20 years, and essentially working with global economic development organizations and investment promotion agencies, attracting new investment opportunities into whatever EDO or IPA hires me. I've had the opportunity to work with Vienna, uh, Pennsylvania, South Africa, Dubai, two German states. These are just to mention a few. There's almost 20. And right now with Invest Barbados for the last 3.5 years, which is 100% the most rewarding client of my career.
And how did you meet the president, CEO, Greenwich? Is that how you pronounce her
Yes.
name? Greenwich?
Yeah.
How did you meet her?
I met CEO at an event, a conference in New York.
Oh, New
Um,
York. Okay,
Probably about
nice.
four years ago. When I spoke with her, I did not know too much, to be honest. I did not know too much about the Barbados strong Barbados value proposition. I went home. I just had such a great conversation with her, and so kind, just wonderful people. I met her and a few of her team members. So when I went home and I did some research on Barbados, I thought, wow, this is impressive. What an innovative island nation. How could I not have known? Because Canadians, of course, we loved a vacation in Barbados, which my parents did back in the day, many, many times. I had never had the opportunity to go to Barbados. And so when we reconnected, CEO and I, I had to jump on the opportunity, and
Right,
I haven't looked back since.
right. And how long have you been in the role now?
3.5 years.
3.5 years. Okay, great. And
Living my
is
best life, Troy.
yeah, yeah, I
That's
can
my
see it.
tagline.
Yeah, and I mean, certainly the way in which we connected, how we met, it's definitely been a journey, and I think we've been speaking to each other for the last 2 years at least.
At least.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
It's
you
been a
have been, I take the compliment. You've been such a connector in my world, especially
Mhm.
when we had an in-market mission to Calgary, and you just connected myself and the team to so many key influencers, C-levels, and companies that were interested in learning more about Barbados. And I think there's been some site visits since. So thank you
Onward and upward.
always.
All right. And with the team in Invest Barbados, does it span across Canada? How broad is the Invest Barbados umbrella within Canada?
Invest Barbados has a mandate to touch all of the Canadian provinces, not just Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, usual. There are conferences, as you know, that take place, important conferences in Calgary and Quebec City this year with the RIMS coming up. That's a top insurance captive conference that takes place every year, this year in Quebec City. And I'm busy. I'm kept very, very busy, which there's no complaints because that means there's activity. And
Right.
yeah,
There's a pipeline of business that you can draw from coast to coast.
absolutely. There's so
Nice.
many companies interested in learning. The usual first expansion plan for a lot of Canadian companies is the US, and then they look
Hmm.
at Europe and Asia. But the Caribbean is on fire right now with
Right.
With Barbados being one of the top nearshore competitive jurisdictions.
Absolutely. And what businesses do you find are garnering the most attention as far as interest in Barbados? I know we talk about insurance quite a bit. Are there other industries, other sectors that are taking a closer look, more serious look at Barbados?
There are so many sectors. I call myself sector agnostic because there are so many key sectors once again, is deemed priority by the government. And tourism, of course, is the number one industry, with financial services being right under that. And under the umbrella of financial services, of course, you have fintech, which is, there are so many opportunities that fintech companies in Canada are looking at in Barbados because of the innovation, and there are many, many banks. But there's also niche manufacturing, there's agribusiness, there's the blue economy, there's clean energy. Those are just to mention a few, but also ICT, wealth management, R&D, life sciences, film and entertainment, education.
Wow.
Hopefully I'm covering them all, but yeah, there's
Right. It's
many
kind of a
more
broad,
to that. Yes.
right, right. The broader view of interest there. So for 2026, more specifically, in a little bit more narrow focus, is there a specific sector that Invest Barbados is targeting for Canadians or Canadian companies?
I would say the top priorities are sustainable development, trade diversification, and digital integration. And a lot of these top priorities are connected to clean energy, agribusiness, as mentioned, the blue economy. Barbados has a goal to hit by 2035 to become carbon neutral, and they're on
Right.
target. Very exciting.
As you know, I am always real estate leaning, and I wanted to get a sense from you as far as what you're seeing with regards to the appetite for Canadian investors to pursue more long-term stays, more asset acquisition as it relates to real estate. Let's call it post-COVID. If you've seen a change, the way in which investors are viewing Barbados more so as a real estate play when it comes to investing.
A lot of the conversations that I had with, once again, C-levels, they recognize that Canada is one of the fastest growing international segments in Barbados. There's no restrictions on foreign ownership of businesses or real estate, which is huge. There's the welcome stamp, which was developed by fabulous Prime Minister Mia Mottley during COVID, and it essentially is a 1-year welcome stamp for companies, digital nomads, to go live, work in Barbados and kind of test the waters, see if it's the right fit for them.
Including their families, from what I understand.
Including their families, yes. And that's been a huge success. I think it was only supposed to go on during COVID, but it's been extended year after year. And Troy, while we're on this topic of real estate, you are the expert here. I know that you work globally, Barbados and Canada. And so I was just wondering, what trends do you see?
Yeah, it's interesting because now I'm seeing more activity around the development side, which is also always a major play when it comes to support and investment within an economy, because the scales are typically bigger. We're not talking about a single family home, but more so a hotel or resort, things along those lines. So things like the new Pendry. And like I said, what people don't realize is the fact that there's a lot of connection between Canada and Barbados when it comes to development activity. The builder for that particular project is actually a Canadian company, Acon. I also know that the major investor for Apes Hill, which is a large more golf resort style development, that's also being funded by a Canadian as well. So that connection when it comes to development and Canadians and investment within Barbados is just expanding, and I think post-COVID and with all the turmoil that's happening, especially coming out of the United States, I think people are looking for alternatives to place their money and place their second homes beyond vacation stays. And I see, for the examples you cited, that Barbados is increasingly becoming a player in that type of destination, from a real estate investment standpoint, for sure.
Right, and that's really exciting. And the value proposition, getting back to that for us just a minute, I'm sure a lot of these companies recognize that there's modern telecom, there's international airport. I
Right.
mentioned the nearshore advantage. There's talent, availability of talent in Barbados. It's an
Absolutely.
English-speaking workforce. English is the mother tongue.
Hmm.
They follow English common law.
Hmm.
Welcoming business environment. There's a supportive government. It's safe, which
Right.
is huge.
Number one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Security
Very.
and safety. Yeah.
It's stable politically. There's a
Hmm.
strong regulatory environment. Capital gains not subject to tax.
Huge. Yeah.
Yep, competitive tax environment.
Right.
There's also, which a lot of companies do not know, there's a double taxation agreement, a DTA, between Canada and Barbados that's been in place over 40 years. So it
Great point.
essentially means that a company will not be taxed twice.
Right.
Yeah.
No double taxation. That's a great point. And I want to know your general sense of where the west of Canada, how that plays into your mandate for maybe this year and beyond.
Once again, anything to do with renewable energy and niche manufacturing,
Mhm.
and in the western side of Canada, those are just to name a few. All about sustainable development and, of course, digital integration, to mention that again.
Right.
Anything to do with the ICT, we're looking at that as well.
And so, lastly, Linda, thank you so much again for doing this. Do you have any final thoughts, or is there any events upcoming that you think might be worth mentioning to the audience?
Well, as I understand, Prime Minister Mia Mottley is coming to Canada again in September. And there
That's
are
right.
so many activities taking place, and this is in relation to Barbados celebrating its 60th anniversary of independence and the 5th anniversary of becoming a republic. And once again, activities and events taking place right across Canada. I'm always back and forth to Toronto,
Right.
but they also, of course, again, I'm sent around Canada. There is a top insurance conference taking place in Quebec City in October, where we usually have an investment forum, reception, business reception. We also host a booth, and that's a huge conference with many, many exciting opportunities for companies involved in insurance, reinsurance, and of course, Barbados being the 7th largest captive domicile in the world.
Mm.
A lot of companies do not know this.
Right.
Insurance is a key sector.
Well, Linda Arsenault, thank you so much for joining us. And if anyone wanted to contact Invest Barbados or contact you directly, what would be the best way to do so?
Well, with Invest Barbados, you can either email me or send me a message on LinkedIn. My email's larsenault@investbarbados.org. Love to hear from you. But there's also a strong team on the ground in Barbados, and we speak to companies all the time that might be looking for a site visit. Invest Barbados, we host the site visit, and we connect companies to a lawyer to discuss legalities of a company looking at business and expansion. We can connect you to a tax advisor to discuss taxes and tax advantages. We can connect you to the chamber, to the different ministries. We collaborate with you to scale your business sustainability in a world-class, investor-friendly environment. There is an ease of doing business in Barbados, and that is one of the key advantages as well. Not only a welcome business environment, Invest Barbados is a one-stop shop, but the ease of doing business, we set you up for business success.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time today, Lynda. I wish you continued success and hope we'll be able to connect sometime in the near future.
I look forward to it, Troy.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too.
All right.
Thanks.